Today, we'll be looking at a culmination of many months of work, a lot of dedication, some hangovers, some good nights. This here is the Nirvana bottle. We'll get into exactly what it is, but you see some of its friends and some of its contributors.
You can look at yours.
Action! This right here is what we call an infinity bottle. Now, I like to call this little Buddha head my Nirvana bottle, specifically because it's just a cool decanter. I got this little topper for Christmas from my auntie, so I threw that on there. But what an infinity bottle is, I don't know if it's by definition or by cultural standard, but what an infinity bottle is when you take a bunch of different whiskeys or alcohols and just keep pouring it in there. And the concept of an infinity bottle is whenever you get a little bit left over, you just refill it. You don't necessarily pour like a bunch of Crown Royal, then Woodford Reserve on top of it. You just take a little bit of each of these. So I have a bunch of different bottles on this little desk right here, and that's not even all of the stuff that I put in here. What I like to do is take the very beginning of the bottle, pour it into it, and then the very end, when there's not even a shot left, I pour it into here. And I've been tempted for weeks to taste it because there's so much different stuff in this bottle. I've been tempted for weeks to taste it, but today is the day where I'm officially like, we've reached the little yarmulke on top of the Buddha and we are gonna go for it. So congratulations to the Valentine's Day gift, the Traverse City Whiskey Company single barrel. That is what topped this off. So we're gonna taste this. I know I got a lot of different flavors. I even put in some of those weekend whiskey infusion kits. It's just gonna be crazy, but it could be totally nasty. I don't know. So this is gonna be my first shot. We're not gonna give it the traditional pourability score, smell score, taste score. We're not gonna give it a pourability score, just because I know I got this decanter pretty cheap. But we will give it a smell score and a taste score. Let's just go with it. Let's keep everything on brand. So, okay. And this isn't the original topper that came with it. This one doesn't really fit flush, but it's a cool Christmas gift, and I thought Buddha would look like a partier a little bit. So, let's start with the smell score. Just so many months of work pouring into this Glencairn right now. Just so many months. I mean, it's just so many little droplets going into this cup right now. I mean, it's just like, I don't know what this is a mix of. I shook it up so that I didn't just get something really top heavy, like it's mostly Traverse City Whiskey Company or something like that. So this is gonna be really interesting. So the smell on this, I'm concerned. I am concerned because the initial smell on this smells just like one of my whiskey infusion kit mixes. I know I put very little of that in there, but that cinnamon and orange peel is cutting through on this. But it smells so good. It smells so good. It smells so good. It smells like It really is. I can smell those, every whiskey, like, and if you've watched some of my review videos, you see that I'll say what those strong notes are. Like I smell a little bit of the roses from the Four Roses. I'm smelling like that caramel woodiness from the Uncle Nearest. And I'm not sure if that, because Four Roses was weeks ago and Uncle Nearest was maybe 1 week ago, so maybe Uncle Nearest is closer to the top. I don't know, but I'm definitely getting that orange peel and that cinnamon smell. But smell-wise, this is ridiculous. This smell is ridiculous. I'm gonna give the smell a 10. A 10, hands down. Hands down, if anybody smells this, they're gonna say this is a 10. Guaranteed, guaranteed. It just smells like smooth caramel. It smells like the fruit section in the grocery store mixed with a little woody. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Smell is a 10. Let's go ahead with the taste. Oh, I'm so scared it's gonna be nasty. All right. Taste is a 10. Taste is a 10. This tastes like when I did my whiskey infusion kit videos, what I was hoping it tastes like. So the taste on this, I definitely taste that orange, but it's subdued. It's subdued and it punches so much through the smell, but it's a taste that you expect. Now I was thinking that I was just gonna smell that cinnamon, smell that orange, and it was just gonna taste like straight up bullshit by the time I tasted it. But the taste matches the smell. And if you watch any of my videos, you know that if the taste matches my smell, I'm giving it a 10. So and it takes you on a journey. It just takes you on a journey that you taste like the weird characteristics in all of these drinks. Like I even taste a little Crown Royal Black, like that boldness of it, like that flatness of it, that's in there. But it's like, say for example, you're taking your tongue up a ladder, and each step is just a different flavor from a different time. And they all good. They all good. Some of them just like they mid, but this, and I'm not just tooting my own horn. I'm not saying that I picked the best whiskeys that can blend together. I didn't know how this was gonna taste. I came into this knowing that this is a wild shot, but this is good. Problem: there's so many different proofs mixed into this that I don't know how long I can drink this. Because this thing probably totals, I don't know if proofs just run consecutively or concurrently. I don't know. So this thing is probably like an 800 proof. No, but it could be very strong though. I did get a lot of like above 90 proof stuff in here, so it could be pretty dangerous. But this, as far as like what I was hoping for, it seals the deal. I want to just see. I have my lady back there recording, and we'll blank it out because she's not dressed for the occasion, but we'll black out the screen. But I just want to get her audio reaction, her real visceral reaction, to make sure that I'm not just hyping this up. So I'm gonna need you. No, just come over here and
I don't trust you.
Sit in the chair. I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut the video out.
Now you gotta edit the whole shit out.
I want you to smell it first, and tell me, how does it smell?
It smells good.
Good as fuck, right?
It's OD, but it feels good. It's like you said, all the different things happening.
Yeah.
But mostly maple.
So you're getting maple. I caught that orange.
That's in there, but it's like the maple is like slopped on top of it. Like,
see, maple.
Bed of oranges, maple syrup.
Okay. Now taste it.
That is good, because something get in your nose.
Yeah, it's like, it's layers to it, ain't it? It's just like each like time you move your tongue, it's like a different level just hitting it.
Because the first hit of it, it almost gave like a Captain Morgan, but better. So maybe like the first time I ever had Captain Morgan. I don't know.
Which is a rum. Okay.
But it was like the spice of it.
Captain
Spices.
Morgan. Yeah. But it's good though. It's just like kind of like if they could bottle that up, you would buy that a lot.
Yeah.
Right?
Then you said like Crown Royal. That is like the soil of it or something. Because Crown Royal is just bottom of the barrel. I like that though. I would drink that, and I don't be liking to drink.
This is good.
Mm-hmm.
This is good. This is I'm so tempted to just say I want to keep this version of it and bottle it up, and then just have this labeled as Bold's Taste or Bold's Beats and Bourbon Whiskey, and then but I can't replicate it. I can't replicate it because I bought different bottles at different times, and I don't even remember everything that's in here. I just poured a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And do you know what's in here as well?
What?
What I started this bottle with is something that's not on this table. What I started this bottle with, remember I had that knockoff Honey Jack, that liqueur?
Mm-hmm.
It was like, what was it called? I'll have to look it up, but it was like, it wasn't Jack Daniels, but it was a honey liqueur. I want to say it was like, the name was like Jack Daniels, but it wasn't. It was like John Stone honey liqueur or whatever. But that's what I put in there first. That was the first thing I poured in this bottle. So, outside of that, I'll pull up what that's called. I'm not going to try to pop it in, or maybe I'll just pop the name in right here. Yukon Jack. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. Yukon Jack. I started with a little bit of Yukon Jack, and I thought that honey lemony taste would take over. It didn't. It didn't. Everything is like just blended perfectly. So start you an infinity bottle, because it could turn out great. Because this is something I could drink. I don't drink daily, but if I drink daily, this is something you could drink daily. Isn't this something you would buy at a store?
I would, if that existed, that's what I would get. Like,
yeah, and don't hype me up. Like that's
no,
really
I'm for real, because I don't like drinking. I like whiskey, but I like to mix it with lemonade and stuff. I don't have to mix that with nothing.
It's a beautiful concoction. And again, I did do a whiskey infusion kit for a few of the drops that I put in there. So there is some of those notes in there. So I do want to say that like all of it isn't just straight up, just off the shelf stuff. I did make some whiskey infusion kits. If you watch my channel, you saw that. So I poured a little bit of those. Obviously you see I didn't make too much of the whiskey infusion kit, and I wasn't gonna pour half the bottle in there. So make you an infinity bottle. It may be the best whiskey you've had. I'm not saying this is the best one I've had, but it might be. Like, it might be like, if I could buy this on a shelf, or if I could even remember the ingredients that I put into this, I would make 10 of these. I would make 10 of these. So, but that's why it's called the Nirvana bottle. Buddha brings you peace, and this is gonna bring you litness. But if you want to make your own infinity bottle, do it, but do it with good stuff. There's no cheap. There is some black velvet that I bought just to make a whiskey infusion kit. There was some black velvet in there, but outside of that, it's all pretty decent stuff. The stuff that you're seeing on the table, a little Old Forester to give it that, that chestnut woodiness, but I like it. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. So this isn't this weekend's weekend whiskey, but this is whiskey this day. So infinity bottle. Go ahead and make one for yourself.